Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again, coming to you with another unboxing and review for your viewing pleasure. And I want to first of all say welcome to my new subscribers. I know I've had quite a few folks join up recently, and I want to thank you for your interest and your subscription. And I hope I am able to continue to entertain you as the weeks and months go by. Hopefully I'll continue to have content. And speaking of content, I have a new watch to play with. As you can see, I have a Glycine in my happy home. This will be my second Glycine. Obviously you've seen, and if you want to go back and look, you can find the video to my first Glycine, a combat sub, in the gorgeous orange and blue colorway. Has an orange bezel with a blue dial. Pardon me. And I call that my Gator Glycine, being a big fan of the Florida Gators and being a big fan of orange and blue in general. It's one of my many orange and blue colorways. But this particular Glycine I have been looking at for a while, just never got around to purchasing it. And when this one came up at a very good price, I just couldn't help it. Had to come home with me. Well, be shipped to me, I should say. So we have the typical Glycine box, Glycine since 1914. Nice, thick, high-quality cardboard. And I wrapped on that because jammed up in there is the Glycine paperwork. And let's see, you get this nice Glycine envelope, and you don't get a lot with it. You get a instructions for proper use, which literally consists of a back and front of a piece of paper, and it's pretty much useless. And you get the international warranty card, which, that's nice to have. Not going to quibble much about that. You get a nice inner box in here. Once you fold away the little styrofoam doodad, put that over there. You have another nice box hinged at the back. Has kind of a rubbery texture to it, which is very nice. And inside we have, ta-da! We have a, pardon me again, we have a hang tag, which I already took off. And the hang tag has the model number, which is the GL0173. This is one of the two versions of what has been affectionately come to be known as the Golden Eye. It is a combat sub, as you can see. There you go. But it's called the Golden Eye, obviously, because of the bezel, which is a nice. It feels like a 60 click to me. I couldn't actually find a place where they listed the number of clicks, but it feels like a 60 click. It's a very chunky click to it. But this is one of the two versions of the Golden Eye. There is the GL0173 part number, or model number, I should say. And then there's also the GL0093. Kind of confusing having two watches that are pretty much exactly alike. In fact, and I tried to research this, guys. I really did. If you know more than what I'm going to tell you, please leave it down in the comments. Let me know. But the only difference I could find between the 9.3 and the 1.73 is this. the drilled lug. I literally could, I think the strap might be a little different, but I'm not sure. I literally couldn't find anything else out there that shows any other difference. The movement's the same. The case size appears to be the same. Everything's the same. It's just drilled versus not drilled. And since whenever I can get a hold of a drilled lug watch, I'll take it. I picked the 0173. Now, this is not the strap it was born with. It was actually born with this very nice Nato strap. And it's a nice Nato strap. It has, that little bustling or gusseting or whatever around the holes to give them strength and so on. And it's nicely stitched and, color matched to the watch and all that, in a bag of saltines and all that. Saltines, geez, I am old. But I dislike Nato straps. So, even before the watch arrived, I had placed an order with my favorite folks, Collareb. I have well over a dozen Collareb-equipped watches by now. And this is wonderful Italian leather. And had them ship over to me another one of their black straps in the Sienna line. If you are in need of a leather strap, I highly recommend Collareb. They turn around very quickly, usually 3-4 days from Italy to where I live. And the smell. I wish you had smell-o-vision. The smell of this, it is fine Italian leather. It has that wonderful Italian leather smell. It goes away, of course. I mean, it doesn't last very long. Nothing ever does, but it's like the most wonderful smell. And it comes already nice and supple and bendable and all that. And thick construction. Look how thick that is. And it's just, it's so much better than that. I don't like that. I like that. So I did that. I'm just looking at the watch. It has that nice 24-hour scale inboard of the loomed indices. And nice, has a date complication right there at the 3 o'clock. And for an automatic watch, very thin. I mean, look at the it's not a very thick watch, so it could slip under a cuff very easily. Very important right now when it's winter time and you're wearing long sleeve shirts. In fact, I'll put it on real quick. Sorry, I had to take it off camera to put it on. Obviously, don't want to drop it, so just put it on. And then you can see what it looks like on my 7¼ inch wrist. That, as you all know, I wear back up off the wrist joint because that's the way I like it. And it fits just perfectly. I mean, it's not a very big watch, lug to lug, and it just fits so nice. And I really liked the Golden Eye from when I saw them, over a year ago, the first time I ever saw one. And I just never got around to buying one. And, well, now I have one. I'm very happy about that. Actually, what triggered me to look at combat subs again was I'm a member of Random Rob. Shout out to Random Rob. How you doing? I'm a member of Random Rob's Patreon group. And the Patreon group, one of the perks is he does watch tours. I'm sure you've heard of watch tours before. This is where a group of folks get together, and in this case, we pay a certain amount of money, a very nominal fee, and they send a watch around to the members of the tour. And in this case, they're sending around one of the combat subs that had the Pepsi dial on it that was part of the mass drop, which is now called drop. They call it the soda, since I didn't want to, get hit with a copyright or something like that. And pardon me again. And eventually that's going to come to me, and then I'll video it and I'll put it on my channel. And at the end of the tour, we're going to hold a private raffle, and the winner gets the watch. But that got me thinking about the combat subs again, and how much I love the one I have, and how much I would really like to have the GoldenEye in my collection. And now I have one. So I have my little sheet of facts here for you. As I always do, I like to give you some, geeky numbers, so you have context and information in case you want to go find one of these. It is, as I said, a Glycine GL0173 is the model number. It is known as the GoldenEye. I'm not sure if that's because it's a gold bezel, gold tone bezel and gold tone on the face. I'm not sure if there's a tie-in to the Bond movie of the same name. Someone can tell me. I didn't bother to look that part up. It is a 42 millimeter diameter case with a 22 meter. Did I do that again? I'm sorry. 42 millimeters. 42 meter. I wouldn't be able to fit it in my house. 42 millimeter diameter case. It's a 22 millimeter lug to lug. So this thing could be a very nice strap monster, especially with the drilled lugs. It'd be very easy to change straps on this. It is only 10 millimeters thick, or thin as you wish. And it is a 200 meter water resistant dive watch. You can see it is a 20 atmosphere sub, which translates to 200 meters. Sapphire crystal. It's a flat crystal, as you can see. Uses a Swiss GL224 movement. Screw down crown. Very easy to grab hold of. Good knurling. And it gives a very satisfying pop right there. First position, quick sets the date. Second position hacks the watch, as you can see, and you can set the time. And then it all screws down very positively. It is an automatic, self-winding, manual winding, all that. Screw down case back. I love the gloss finish on this. I don't know if it's a coating or not. I know it's a stainless steel case. I don't know if they coated it or not. They probably did, probably a PVD coating or something like that. But I love the gloss, the engraving on the back. You can see it says automatic, sapphire crystal, 20 atmosphere. That's probably a serial number. It says Glycine GL0173, stainless steel. Okay, so it is a stainless steel watch head. Lovely watch. Stainless steel bezel as well, I believe. Might be ceramic. I'm not sure. I couldn't find anything about that either. So what can I say? And as we pointed out earlier, it does have the drilled lugs. Makes for very easy to get a changing tool in there, a spring bar tool in there, and pop it. There is, of course, as I said before, the other GoldenEye, the 0093, which is a solid case, no drilled lugs. Given a choice, I'll always go after a drilled lug watch because it makes my life easier. And as I said, it comes with a Nato strap. I decided to spend the extra, what is it? I think it's about $70 with shipping to put a leather strap on there that I like. So that's it. I mean, nice watch, nice, simple, three-hander. Date complication makes it nice. Good, solid watch, and relatively inexpensive. You can find these on eBay fairly easily. That's where I got this one. You can find them at most of the typical retailers will sell them probably even cheaper than eBay. I just decided to go through eBay for a specific reason, which I won't get into. So that's all I really have to say about it, other than I like the watch, and I'm glad I finally got to scratch the golden eye itch. So happy with that. So if you like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. That helps me out. Comments, questions, suggestions, corrections of anything I missed or got wrong, down below, down there. I read them all. I respond to them all. I delete garbage. I just don't have time for that, and I don't want to deal with you if you're going to be a nasty little SOB. And if you're not already a subscriber and this is your first time here, I'd appreciate if you'd consider clicking the subscribe button. And if you do, click the bell icon as well. Make sure that when I upload new content, you're alerted. I'm trying to grow my channel. This is just a hobby for me. I'm not making a living on it. It's just mostly I enjoy talking about watches. I enjoy talking about cars. I enjoy talking about the Florida Gators. I enjoy talking the occasional political or social issue. I just enjoy talking. So it's a good way to satisfy that desire and have a little fun doing it. So I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep your eye out for more content. I will be doing a State of the Collection video shortly. Keep an eye out for that. And wish you well. Have a good day. See you in my next video.